Stop paying federal and state income taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust. So few people have ever heard of this, so this is why I do these things. The Spendthrift Trust is in the IRS Tax Code 643B. So few people have ever heard of it, I call it the secret of the rich. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yes, that same king who chopped off his wives' heads. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the Magna Carta from the 12th century and said, "Oh, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It's contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that is going to turn 365 years old in 2026. The United States just had its 258th birthday. Our current tax structure went into effect February of 1913, and the super rich families of 1913, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys, made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I am known as a tax-saving champion. My personal story: on April 4th, 2020, my CPA called me to say congratulations. I had wholesaled 7 bank-owned properties nationwide, and COVID had stopped everything I was doing. He said my tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and all of a sudden I owed $98,000 in taxes. It's COVID. My 6 notes didn't pay me on April 1st, and I had no money coming in. He knew I had $50,000 saved, and he said to me, "Oh, set up an appointment with me. I'll get you on a payment plan. You'll pay interest and penalties." His solution. That's all his solution was. My solution was to research how the rich save taxes. A fantastic book to read is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. I went to bed on April 4th crying, and on April 5th when I woke up, I knew I was going to contact my friend whose boyfriend did HELOCs and paid off houses, paid off my townhouse, and I had read an article about the Rockefeller Spendthrift Trust. It took me 5 months. I knew what I was researching, but it took me 5 months to start both my business and beneficial spendthrift trusts. And then in September of 2020, I started teaching in my Phoenix mastermind in my Phoenix real estate group to teach other investors about the beneficial trust, to stop paying capital gains when you sell at a profit, stop paying interest income taxes if you're a passive investor, stop paying dividend income taxes if you're in the stock market, stop paying rental income taxes if you're a real estate investor, and stop paying royalty income taxes if you have talent or NFTs. But today, I want to talk about a post I just did. This is an actual client of mine. It's an Allstate agent out of Utah. She had seen my video, actually on YouTube. I just post what I do on here on TikTok and we post it on YouTube. And she wanted to find out more about the Spendthrift Trust. When I spoke to her, as an Allstate agent, she makes $10.99 income, and her husband, who is a general contractor, also makes $10.99 income. For the whole year of 2026, they're going to save $152,630. That's their money to put back into their business, to pay off their mortgage, to buy a new vehicle, take their family on a well-deserved vacation, to give to their favorite charity, or save for retirement. She was astounded by this. Just to give you an idea, they started this trust in February of 2026. In federal income taxes, they're going to save $128,288, and in Utah state income taxes, an additional $24,342. Now, they started this in February, so per month they're going to save $12,719. They got that in March, they got that in April, they got that in May, again in June, again in July, and they will receive an extra $12,719 in August, again in September, October, and November. Now, their 2 children are adults. One of them is also working in insurance agents as an insurance agent. They do not have to have a separate spendthrift trust. This goes from generation to generation. The Rockefeller Spendthrift Trust is 7 generations old, and has over 400 people under the same EIN number, or employee identification number, just like you use your tax ID number for an LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. Now, the law firm I work on behalf of was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. He wrote 5 specific trusts to save specific money. I told you a little bit about the beneficial trust. Now I'm telling you about the business trust. There's the mineral rights trust. If you have oil rights, coal rights, or shale rights. There's a charitable trust. Several of my clients have decided to start charities because they're saving so much money. And finally, there's a senior trust that is a blind trust when someone is 65 or older and is incapacitated. Maybe they have dementia or they had a stroke. Now, with the business trust, I have to apologize. I cannot work with W-2 income earners. But Google says 35% of W-2 income earners have a side hustle. Your side hustle is usually paid in 1099 income. Now, going back to the law firm, it was started 78 years ago, and not a single trust has ever been audited. Now, Paul Benson's grandson and great-grandson run the law firm, and they're so confident in what they do, they will send you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, they will defend you free of charge. In 78 years, not a single trust has ever been audited, and only one trust has been questioned by a senior IRS agent. True story. He went down to Texas. He was questioning about dividend income taxes. He sat in the boardroom, approved the trust, and 2 weeks later, he sent an unsolicited letter back to the law firm to say how he approved this. If you want a copy of that letter, I do need your email address. I'm okay with sending that. He retired from being a senior IRS agent. He worked for the IRS for 27 years, and he became an affiliate like myself. He just retired from the law firm, and he had gone back to all his clients in the last 27 years that he questioned about their tax returns or that he audited and sold thousands of trusts. This is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. The 4 ways you will save year after year, generation after generation, is you'll stop paying federal and state income taxes and leave a legacy. Number 2, this is on the federal level, so we highly suggest you shut down all LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps because that's public information, and 40% of them get sued every single year. Number 3, talking about lawsuits. I can't stop you from being sued, but all lawsuits become frivolous and go away. And number 4, if you're over 65 and on Medicare, it stops the IRMAA surcharge on Parts B and D of Medicare. For right now, for 2026, if you file single, the surcharge starts at $109,000. If you file married jointly, the surcharge starts at $218,000. That's Medicare. It's got nothing to do with your taxes. You'll save the Medicare the Medicare surcharge and taxes on top of that. My goal is to teach this to as many people as possible. I'm not trying to crow, but I have 3 online businesses. I get paid if someone joins my national real estate group. I sell football helmets that you put salsa or dip into it. I'm not trying to crow, but Christmas in July, I made $19,000. Woohoo! Yay, Sally! And then I also help I have another business. With the beneficial trust, I don't pay capital gains. I have a crypto bot. My friend does my options trading. I don't pay interest income taxes on my 12 notes. I have 7 seller financing houses, which is also interest income taxes. And then I don't pay rental income taxes on my 7 properties. This is legal. If you want to find out more, I have a free I have a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. The questions I'm going to ask you is what state you live in. Are you married? Are you divorced? Are you're single? Do you file head of household? I'm sorry, I should do this right. The most expensive way to file is single, then it's head of household, married filing separately, or married filing jointly. I will take you out to a free website to show you the formula for federal taxes. And depending on what state you live in, we'll Google how much you would save in state income taxes. Again, if you want to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, it's www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. My links are in my profile. If you're making at least $100,000 a year in 1099 income, maybe you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a franchisee owner, you are a professional, you're a salesperson who makes 1099 income, or you're self-employed, you could be saving thousands of dollars every single year and leave a legacy. Who doesn't want to do that? Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful weekend. Single year and leave a legacy. Who doesn't want to do that? Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful weekend.